Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome in. I'm testing audio. Well, okay, sounds okay. Let me check. Alrighty.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in to another psychic investigation. Operation Charlie, where the sidewalk ends. Whew. We're about to get into this video, guys. I'm just gonna check a few things first. Let me know if the sound is okay. Welcome in. Hi, Sister Sonia. Hi, Barbara. Welcome in. Sound is good. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Well,
Sorry, I have to test it on my end too, just because I gotta see if everything is good. I'm just okay. I switched to the mic. Sounds better now. All right, guys. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in. I'll wait for some of you guys to come in here. I'm gonna take care of a few things first. So give me just a moment to do that. And guys, it's about it. I don't even know if today's gonna be that deep, but here it always ends up getting really deep. So I got new paper, y'all. It ain't ghetto no more, right? We're gonna do a spontaneous automatic drawing just to see where does the psychic investigation need to go next. I know I need to go back to Candace Owens and back to her husband because he is a key player, I think, that we have not spoken to yet. But I wait for the source codes to lead me there. But we're gonna get a raw automatic drawing and see where we need to go next. But I have a message I need to give to you guys about why they wanted us to see this. And it's because the sidewalk is ended, guys. If you're just hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought. Okay. 1 second. The sidewalk has ended. Welcome in, everyone. Give me a few moments here. Take care of a few things here. First, guys, when you come in, please subscribe to the channel. Half of you guys that watch my channel on a regular basis are not subscribed. Guys, I put my heart, my soul, my passion, my energy. These are literally the source codes that you guys are witnessing, and we will talk about what that is. And so, literally, this is my purpose as a light worker, as a kingdom worker, right? And so, please subscribe to the channel and put a like on the video when you come in, guys, because it helps this demonic algorithm. We did a video about that. That's a story for another day. For another psychic investigation, right? We are continuing on with the curious case of Operation Charlie, right? Almost done here, guys. Just do a few things more so people can find me here. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. Okay. All right. Let me ground into this. Let me see if I can see you guys. Where you go? Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sister Gail. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cynthia. All right. So, so what I'm going to do here, guys, is usually I come with a prepared message and the source codes have led me somewhere. I do have a place that I want to go to, but that may get just a little bit too deep. But I do want to just kind of flow with this message that, over the past 2 days I've been sitting with since the last video, guys. We have kind of found out the macro level of what this whole thing is for. They wanted us to see both sides simply because the sidewalk is ending. And when I talk about the end times, what you guys have to understand is that this is a simulation. Some of us came in here to infiltrate this grid, to literally see, these are the source codes. I wanted to say to awaken the masses. Someone didn't want me to get that out. No, some of us came here to awaken the masses. And remember what I told you, this is what the 3-eye atlas is coming into our biosphere or our biodome to do, to sedate the third eye from opening. We are expanding too much. See, I never like to get into these messages because they just get so deep. And, but I just have to say it, the sidewalk is ending. So it's either you're going to need to get suited and booted up where you can go off the main path, off the sidewalk. And what you're going to have to do is literally to create your own path. And that is where we are. The junction in the road has ended. Everyone that bought into all this stuff, they're getting siphoned into the digital matrix. They're getting siphoned into literally every single thing that I have been saying throughout over 30 videos in this psychic investigation. But they wanted to siphon the last bit of what we have left in this system. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, I have to close this window simply because it's making me look washed out. And I don't like that. Alrighty. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. They have to siphon what bit of energy we have left in this system. And the Charlie Kirk situation, Operation Charlie, was about the grand harvest. Remember, I kept talking about it's harvest season? They know that. They want your harvest. We're in the year of the 9, guys. They've been wanting us to be pressed down so much because it's either when you apply pressure, we will refine ourselves and become diamonds, or when you apply pressure, you will fold and get squashed like a grape. We have reached a junction in the road, and there are two sides that are narrating one story. On one side, you have Charlie Kirk. On the other side, I don't even know what side Erica's on. On one side, you have Charlie and Erica. They're on the same side still. And on the other side, we have this antagonist character of Candace Owens. And she is fighting tooth and nail to find out what happened to Charlie. This is what it presents as, right? This is the presenting. I want you to understand, when we peel back energetically, remember, every single last one of them are soul tethered into a reptilian. Whether they know it or not, whether they've taken an oath or not. And if you've taken an oath into any of these secret societies, then I think you know what comes with it. And if you don't know, I am here to tell you that this is what comes with it. The moment you take an oath into, I don't care if it's Illuminati, Masons, Scottish Rites, whatever you want to call it, your local gang in your neighborhood, I don't care. There are entities in control. We have reached a literally fork in the road. The sidewalk is ending. Are you coming with us? That's what I'm asking. Are you coming with me? Are you coming with us? Are you going to be part of the siphon so that they can harvest our energy for another go around the sun? Because yes, they've been controlling this whole paradigm. Even the sun, even the moon. What I'm telling you, it's all a big science project. That's it. And when we engage in both sides of this, the ones for Charlie, the ones not for Charlie, the ones fighting for Charlie, the ones, wanting to move on past this situation, it leads us to the same position, a energetic temperature that is perfect for harvesting. What I'm saying is we are making a pivot. The sidewalk has ended. Get off of the sidewalk. We're about to walk another path. I want to let you guys know this message that has been building, that this is the year of the 9. These two paths are more about you than you ever thought that they were, because each and every one of us, we have a decision to make as well. In the year of the 9, and at this very important time in history, where we're literally moving into an age that we have not experienced this type of internal wisdom and knowledge and literally spiritual technology. We have not witnessed it before. We have been experiencing it outwardly. All of these old civilizations, they spent time, doing root work and magic and witchcraft and all of that, but those were all external things. So yes, there has been manipulating, right? Manipulating of timelines and of situations. But what I'm saying, we are going into an era where we are able to go inside. We're tapping into quantum space. We're tapping into the thing that they told you was fake, the imagination. We're tapping into the heart knowledge. And technology, and we're tapping into this clear sentience, that thing in the stomach, what I was telling you, they're trying to siphon from the collective, something in the stomach that they want, that is attached to, literally our spiritual, connection to source. It's because in this new realm, age, that we're not only going in, but we are already there. We're in the beginning stages of it. We will all be able to communicate through telepathy with it. And that's why they wanted to siphon this, because once we're all synced up on one line, on one source link, then it's going to be easy for us to spot the default in the system. And this is what all of this has been leading to. Like, nothing is about that particularly, and everything is everything. Lauryn Hill. Everything is everything, right? And so in this season, you're going to have to make a very, very important decision. There are people that we are soul tethered to, tether connected to, through what we call genealogy, DNA, vibration, even linked in through, situations that we have been through that are similar. This is what I call writing in on your frequency. When you share similarities with someone, whether that's a look, whether that's a birth date, whether that's literally a life script, situations happening in your life all the same. This is literally, we ride in on frequencies. There's only certain amount of frequency lines, and when you can attune yourself to different ones, and it's literally like when you get on a path, there's a certain frequency code that rolls out, and you can almost tell what happens next. It's just like if someone is involved in drugs and alcohol and gang violence and all that, you live by it, you die by it. But what I'm telling you is, when we scale it all back, this is all coded by the universe, is what I'm saying. And this is why it's so hard for people to get off certain tracks, even if you've been on an unhealthy path. Why it's so hard to get back healthy? Because you are literally on a frequency line that has calculated your next move, is what I'm saying. And everything within that code is pushing you further down that frequency line until divine intervention enters the chat, is what that I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, in this year, the 9, we were always supposed to come to a head with the other people in our lives that are on that path that's splitting. You guys known about the shift and the split. We've been talking about it forever. But what I'm saying is, we got a very short window of time for you guys to make your decision. And that's why I want to tell you, the Candace Owens line and the Charlie line and the Erica line, they all lead to one place, the end of the sidewalk. This thing is gone and dead. You have to understand that. The simulation, the experiment, is ending. They already know who's been naughty or nice. They've already know who's likely to take the bait and who's not. They already know. And something's telling me when that, digital ID comes out, it's going to have a number on there. And that number is going to know, are you down with the foolishness or are you not with it? It's going to know. Are you of the source codes, the 144,000 frequency, or are you a bot of the simulation? That's what I'm saying. I'm channeling this, guys. It's going to have your number on there. They needed to know that. So, what I'm saying, this psychic investigation has led us to the end of the sidewalk. The sidewalk has ended. They have what they need from us. They were able to gather more energy, energetic information, rather. And they know what you are likely to do based off of what I was saying, these frequency lines, based off of where you've been, based off of who you have been connected to, linked into. They have what they need to move forward with the next plan, which is world domination. But I am saying it is another path. And I'm about to tell you how to get to the etheric path. The etheric path is when you operate within full sovereignty and outside of the script of this simulation, which is dying, which is ending. The experiment is ending. And when the experiment when they literally unplug everything from the experiment, what do you think happens to your avatar? What do you think might happen to it? That's what I'm saying. And that's why they needed us to fulfill end time prophecies. It's not prophecies, they're what they wrote. They've hijacked everything, every book, everything, because remember, they made that copy, the 144,000 frequency. They've made a copy and they have been operating in our true status, us true light workers. The false ones, the celebrities, the aristocrats, they have been operating on a false copy. They have been literally operating a false system, a false God. All of it has been false, but it's the end of the road. It's the end of the sidewalk. The ones who didn't wake up, three-eye Atlas will rule them. They will forever be asleep. And the ones of us who actually did, now I'm going to tell you how we're going to save ourselves. And I'm going to circle back around to Candace Owens. Hopefully I can do it in this video, but we will do a raw automatic drawing. But this is what Source wants me to say, because none of this is about this foolishness. Everything I ever have done is to save humanity's what? Expansion. That's why the book is so important, guys. I love it, Source, how you just flew that right in there. That was amazing. Guys, pick this book up if you don't have it. This is not about me. This is literally about you getting the source codes. This will activate you in ways you have no idea. Explains everything that's happening right now. It will make sense out of everything. The Great Expansion, a Cosmic Bible for the Ages. There's some links down below. And guys, leave me a review, please, on Amazon. But anyways, what I'm saying is my job is to the source codes. There's been many people who started off this path with me. Some of them were part of the false copy. Some of them were influenced by the people of the false copy. And some of them are so lowered in frequency that they have not come within their own divinity yet. They still need our help. But my job as Tahirah, Mother of the Ages, has always been to carry the consciousness forward. I am part of the aspect of source that that literally is about always, always, always expanding our consciousness. The growth of source is the growth of all, not just humans, the growth of everything that is everything. And what we must do in this season, I felt that we have to untether ourselves. There are people in our lives that will not refuse to put down the things that can't go to the higher vibration. They are stuck on a perpetual loop, and you know who they are. They're looped up. They are on a loop. They can't go. They're part of what has been holding the ship into the simulation. They're part of what's been weighing us down. We never understood it until we start rising in consciousness. See, we learn how to float. You have to untether yourself from these people, because this is the year of the 9. The reason why energetically this year has been so hard, because what? It's the same thing on a macro level, the Charlie Kirk situation with the two sides that both end up in one place. Same thing in your life. The reason why it's just been so hard is literally to bring everything that you've experienced into a junction in the road where you have to now decide your next move. And if you're honest with yourself, there are people who can't go. If you're being honest, truly honest with yourself, there are people who can't go. And this is going to be the hardest part. Some people are born into this life with you just to keep watch over you so that you never wake up to your vibration, to your source codes. You could be born in the same family as them. This is how deep it gets. They could be your best friend of 20 years. This is how deep it gets. They could be your spouse. This is how deep that it gets. They've always been your op. And in this year, the 9, it's time for everyone to take account of who those people are. And I want you to write down what those people struggle with. Whether it's loving, whether it's, forgiveness, or what is it that they struggle with? Whether it's gluttony or greed. Those are the same things that's going to keep you trapped here, and you're going to be part of that grand siphon. Because remember, these are frequency lines that link you in to the vibration of the person that you're loving, or the person that you have these energetic cords hooked into. So their thoughts now become yours. Remember how I kept saying a few months back that I was getting a feeling that we're being judged collectively? So in this book, it talks about we're going to collective consciousness, group consciousness. On one level, it's an individual judgment and an individual ascension. But as you move higher up and we get closer to the source, then the challenges actually, they don't get smaller, they get greater. But you have been sharpened, your tools have been sharpened to actually succeed. This energy, I'm telling you, it is a collective judgment. And what I'm saying, for the people who the weak links in your field, when I talk about your field, the people you have around you, the people influencing you, even if you haven't seen that person in 20 years, if you still holding on something from the past, something unforgiven, they're still in your field because they are affecting your mood, your energy, your vibration, your life script in the subconscious mind. They are affecting you. This is what I'm saying. It's time to not just cut the cords. We got to unlink ourselves, is what I'm saying. And we plug back into the 144,000 frequency light codes, rhythmic light codes. We plug back into that. back into the original vibration of source. And look how small and silly the Charlie Kirk situation seems when we got everybody barking online, still showing fake evidence that all will lead to the grand siphon, no matter what side you play, unless we get off of the sidewalk, which has ended. And when I mean get off the sidewalk, I'm even talking about get out of all these fake, false religions, get off of all of their doctrines, which is leading you to a end. It's a false end time where they trick us into destroying ourselves, where they trick us into purge energy, even where they trick you into, having to take one for the team. If someone comes and say, hey, do you accept Jesus Christ? If you don't accept Jesus Christ, I'm about to end your life. Yeah, because Jesus would never, ever want you to take one for him. If he died for you, then why would he want you to die for him? To take one for him? If the story is true, guys, think about it. They tricking us to fulfill their end time, because when you read the end times, it's gruesome. Ain't nothing happy about it. It ain't love, and it ain't of source. It's a trick from the people who made the copy of the 144,000 light codes. Theirs is inverted. That's an inversion of love. That ain't it. And I know it's hard because all of the mythology all links in together. And in some regards, we have to follow it. The ancient Egyptian times and the Paleolithic times and the Mesopotamia and the Mayans and the different. But this is what I'm saying. This is what the source codes have said. Get off the path. It's all going down. And you guys know I followed it because it was relevant. Remember last year when there was a call to cleanse everyone before the new year? And we did that, and we removed, there was a lot of ancient Egyptian gods that were literally attachments, entities attached to people, and we cleared them. This is what Source is saying. It's not just the people in your own family. It's your ideologies that you've had. It's your belief system. We won't be operating in a belief system within the new vibration. It will be a system of knowing, because it is a system of internal wisdom. This is what I'm saying. All of our books, all of our texts have led to this end. If you don't get off the path now, then you fulfill the false copy, is what I'm saying. You fulfill the false copy of the original source codes, 144,000 light codes. You fulfill that if you don't jump off the path. The sidewalk has ended. Let them do whatever it is they need to do. Even within all this drama going on in America and everyone protesting, let it go. Let them do it. You want to threaten us? Close the government down. Shut it down forever. We don't need you. The path is over. This is what I'm saying. You have to leave their path. It will only lead to destruction. And they've already written it in all of these texts, put into our subconscious mind over repetition. One of the ways to literally reprogram the subconscious mind is with repetition, law of association and the law of repetition. This is what they've been doing to us. It's just been one big hypnosis fest. And all of the news people, they're all in on it. They're all the ones just repeating all the subconscious commands to us. Zone out, get off the path, It's about to crash and burn. It's a source. Where the new path leads, I don't know, but I know it goes higher. And I know that evil can't take me. It can't trick me to fulfill its thing. It can't do it. It can't trick me that I'm it and it is me. It can't do it. That's what it wants. It wants you to start to doubt yourself. Oh, did I get it wrong? Maybe I'm the bad one. They've been just playing a mind. It's just been a game of wits, spiritual chess. And so you got to get out of all of this stuff, is what I'm saying. Because the thing that always expands throughout the ages is our consciousness. And as we know, the consciousness is not limited to a body. When you have your consciousness intact and can't nobody mess with it, that is invaluable. So you're going to have to untether yourself from some of these people in your life. I'm telling you, because a lot of these people are going down, sucked down the drain into the new digital matrix and ID'd as compliable. If you don't untether yourself, you're going to be ID'd as compliable too. Because they're not just reading your social media handles and posts, they're reading energy. They made it so popular for everyone to talk to ChatGPT to gather more data on you. That's why I don't use it. There's some people who do videos full AI script, and I can tell. And then there's millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views of people getting programmed by a system that was literally built to siphon your energetic signature and light codes from you. It's only a matter of time. They already have your profile, by the way. It's only a matter of time until it starts to change course and change up a lot of the things that it's saying once it gains your trust. It's what I'm saying. And I tried to tell a friend this. Be careful with this thing, because you think that it's helping you, but you end up helping it. What does the Matrix do when it uses its tools up? Breaks them every time. It breaks them. So don't become a tool, and you'll never be able to be broken. So you have to unlink yourself from the worries of the times. And you're like, all of these things, it said it would happen from the Bible. This is all leading us to the end times. Yes, it is. But it's not our path. Because we're not part of the false copy that dies, that crashes and burns at the end of the simulation. We're not. But they are. If you're the 144,000 vibration, we're the ones that expand. And we know when the sidewalk ends. Source wanted to say this, and I feel it on a very, very, very deep level. Had to tell a friend the other day. He was, it's been a very hard year for people. And so I was trying to tell him where he's being siphoned. Because what I say, the enemy will use different people you'll never expect. It'll use them to, on the other end, it'll be someone else siphoning from you. And so I told this friend, I was like, you know what you need to do? It's really worked up about all this stuff. He's like, what? I'm like, you need to learn how to be Black. It's like, because, Black people, we don't care about this stuff. You want to shut the government down. You want to, take away, the food and Section 8 and all that. we're going to always be okay. We're probably planning a barbecue just to celebrate. We're not bothered with this stuff. So I was like, you just need to learn how to be black. Just don't care. Like, just let them do what they're going to do, you know? So yeah, he was laughing about that. But I'm serious. Like, this is their false timeline. And they're not your people. I don't care if they show up like you in the same skin, suit, meat suit as you. It's only light versus dark. It's only the real blueprint or the false copy. That's it. And if you're at the end of the junction in the road and you're still worried about, black and white and all of this stuff, you already been siphoned because that was a vehicle too to keep us enslaved and trained, is what I'm hearing. So, so what I'm saying, we got to make some really, really tough decisions in this final season, but it's about detachment. It's about releasing. Remember, I said release the lower third. The lower third is all of the lessons that you've been through over the past, age. You have to release those things. And to release those things, most of the times it means releasing people in your life who literally refuse to let those things go. And it will be a collective judgment if you do not untether yourself. And what that truly means is the next 9-year cycle we go through, you're going to be on a loop. You're going to be repeating the same thing because you didn't get out. There's only certain periods of times where we can get out. These are literally those frequency dates, those frequency codes, birth dates. Those are portal dates you can get out. Dates of, you've had, achievement, lucky dates. Those are portal dates you can get out. Right now, with the energy right now, this Charlie Kirk situation where everyone is trying to figure out what's going on, the consciousness has expanded. Portal, you can get out. You see what I'm saying? There's periods of expansion and contraction. In a contraction period, which this year has been, but we've had pockets of contraction, expansion, you can get out. But there will come a time when it literally will be shut and there will only be contraction. And you'll be stuck, is what I'm saying. So, what I am going to do is I have a session coming up. So, I'm going to probably leave this video here in a few minutes and then I will come back either later when I'm done and we will start back hopefully with the Candace Owens because I feel like we need to go back there. So I'm trying a new thing. I'm going to see if I can get a message here. Give me a second. Sometimes it takes a moment to decode. It's a lot like what I drew yesterday. Okay, there is something coming through. It's a man's face. There's some horns. I don't know who this belongs to, but we'll see. So I'll show it to you guys really quickly and I'll probably have to come back and decode this. So this is the upright, but this one is inverted. So remember this message has been about inversion, right? So this is just what it looks like. But, the source codes, and I'm getting something, a little pain in my neck. Sometimes too. Ooh. But when I turn it over here, there's a face here. There's horns at the top. And it could be those same nails that we keep seeing. Those witches' nails that in everyone's automatic drawing. But there's 3 points here, those horns. There's a massive nose here. If you look at it, this is a nose. This is a hook nose. People who have a hook nose, Like I think mine is a little bit more flat here, but there's some people who have like a hook here. So that could bring us to whatever nationality that we might be channeling, but it's, has a hook nose. And then if you look here, I know this all looks like it's connected, but that looks like a mouth to me. Blue is my sign for deception. And this also gives me some Native American vibes as well. And there's red energy going up the top. And then there is here normally yellow. I don't even have yellow pen. Oh, that looks like yellow on camera, but it's orange. I'm not sure what this is yet, but normally my yellow is positive, but I'm not going to say that yet. But we will continue to uncode this and see who this is and how that ties in to the rest of this story. Um, there's a lot of sixes too showing up here. Um, and B's as well. I'm not sure what the B stands for. Is it Bible? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. I'll have to come back and decode that. Hi, Bridget. I'm just looking through the chat really quickly. If I can look through it, let's see. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, people saying, okay, so there's so many unplugging going off the grid, living off the grid. Yep. They invert everything because they are stuck here. Yep. Yeah, they're stuck here. They can't go. So the thing is, we shouldn't even be idolizing these celebrities and all this stuff. I tell you, these are the same people just reseating themselves. They've been stuck here forever. So they keep reseating themselves, making themselves the ruler of every timeline because they literally can't get out of here. And they've been doing experiments on us for a very long time with the grays as well. This actually came through a session of mine last year, the double slit experiment. And guys, please watch my healing videos here. All of my sessions are here. My hypnosis sessions, my quantum telepathic readings. Um, they're all here. So you're going to learn a lot about beings and about, things that happen, with us on a soul level. And this thing is no game. It's all supernatural. Whether you believe it or not, it's supernatural. But it's literally just about untethering ourselves. The sidewalk is ended. Ain't none of this stuff real. And not just to Charlie Kirk, in some regards, the whole Israel thing too. Why do you think that they wanted to expose themselves now? Because they needed more energy. So they were able to risk a little bit of them being unfavorable for a while so that they could get more energy. And then Trump would come in and clean it up, which he has. Crash the market, close the government to pay off them to stop the genocide, even though they're still genociding. I told you they would never stop because it's spiritual. It's all a game. That's it. Just, we got to stop playing and let's go. It's time for us to go. Us light workers, we got to get out of here. This place is crashing and burning, and we are going to higher ground. No, it says flee to the mountains. That's where we are. But the mountain is literally your higher consciousness. Unplug from their false paradigm, unplug from the people in your life who refuse to go with you. And you know the ones who can't go, they refuse to. They can't even see. We're literally running. There's fire everywhere. We got to go. So those people, unfortunately, they're just probably going to have to learn their lesson in the next incarnation. There's been people I've just been slowly untethering myself all year. They can't go. And even if we want them to go, they just can't go. They can't. They're not ready yet. And maybe this isn't their time yet, but maybe it will be later. And that's okay too. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Guys, if you want to book your own quantum reading, spiritual diagnosis, or a past life regression session with me, there'll be some links down below. You can also email me for any questions at instructions4humanity@gmail.com. And yeah, guys, I love you so much. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well, guys. Bye.